on this live around the world. This is our hour. You can see we're a bit busy. I don't know if anybody's joined us yet. It's early morning, Sunday morning. It's we've been at it since 4 o'clock this morning, getting everything ready. It's been good fun. I'm just going to give you a quick run over the layout for them that's not seen it before. It's an actual representation of Tinsley TMD and the marshalling yard. That was at Sheffield, built in 1965 and survived right up to March 1998. Right at the end, there was just the maintenance shed left, which is this is a representation of the maintenance shed. It's still work ongoing. We're getting there. And them are people that might have been to Tinsley. They'll know what it looked like, or you can look it up on the internet. And you'll see it all. There's plenty of videos online. Our YouTube site is Tinsley TMD and Yard Model, for them that want to have a look. And we also have a Facebook page of the same name. This is the West End. The other driver's just coming in. So we're just waiting for him. And we'll get going.
I'm not starting until that kettle goes on.
He wants a brew, like most railwaymen. We always have us brew. So it's got to be done. The depot yard was always absolutely packed on a Sunday, and Sunday it is, with locos that have either been serviced, locos that are awaiting repairs, or locos that are run on depot for fuel. You can see the fuel lines. We've always had a few visitors from other depots like Immingham, Towton, surrounding areas. Even had Scottish locos turn up. The eagle-eyed ones of you might have noticed that over there is 50011 149. Nearly called it 011 then. And that's been at workshop. They've had an open day, so that's popped up here for safety, and it'll work back down onto the western region eventually. But we've got a few little jobs to tinker on it first. So that's the West End. Morning, Roger. Hope this is coming out all right. It's the first time we've done a live stream on YouTube, so I'm doing what I can. It's going around the world, so I should put Tinsley on the map. Let's just do an overall view of the depot for some people that haven't seen it before. on the far side, on the east end, we had an open day yesterday. So we got a few bits and bobs laid over from there. The crane was doing demos. That'll be, we're going to put that wagon back down, and then the crane will be back up to where it usually stands at the bottom of the servicing shed, and it'll be back to its usual chores. Further along, you'll see the office blocks, train crew department, where all the drivers used to go, pick up their roster, and then get the loco. Moving along slightly, you'll see the line that goes round into the reception yard. These are electrified from the Woodhead route. We've still got the work in progress on the wires on that side to do. But the
Any 76s?
yeah, we've got 76s. There's none out today, purely because the wires aren't up yet. But you can see the servicing shed, and just beyond that is the breakdown shed. And then if you pan round, you'll see our representation of the marshalling yard. And now, pure space provided, it means that we can't get it all in, but we've done a good representation of it. Best we can. We've got the ump.
We've always got the ump.
Yeah, so some people say. Control tower. There's a lot of work to be done yet on the ump side, and where the control tower is, we've got the darties to put in, and a lot of work on the yard still. I have got the lights. Most of them are made now, whereas they're so fragile, they're staying off until the very last moment. So hopefully sometime this year they'll be on. And we've just had a short out.
So that evil empire failed again.
It certainly has.
Whose loco was that one?
Blooming mainline.
55?
Mm.
Oh. Don't know where that's come from then.
So
Never heard of it.
it's caused a bit of eruptions on the point.
Might get a bit of stick. Sam asked earlier, how do you get to things on the far side? He's about to find out.
Yep. Well, we had a question where people were saying, how do you get to your far side of your depot? Well, you're about to find out. Our other driver, James, has gone caving. He's now working his way underneath the layout to pop up on the other side. We'll see him shortly. There he is. What happened to that then?
Earth fault.
Yep.
So known as it fell off.
It came off. Right, I'll put the power back on.
Try again.
5.5.
5.5.
Let's get him going again then.
There you go.
It does happen in the real world.
Little quicker than bottle jacks, wasn't it?
Hi Clive. Nice to see you.
I'm going.
go back under. It does happen. We have derailments like everybody else. Wouldn't be real if we didn't. And it all brings good fun. Keeps James fit and healthy. I might be wobbling about a bit because it's just knocked me flying. If you want to pan around the depot and whatnot, just show them round. Why, I have a brew.
Go on then. Regular visitors to the bank will recognise this view. Quite a few in there on major exam work. I don't know who made that comment just then, but they know far too much about me.
What did he say?
Always on his hands and knees.
You've seen him, have you?
Regular customer.
Looking at the roof, you'll see that we've put vents on there and walkways. Some of these walkways have warped a little bit, so we've got to remake them due to the different temperatures in the loft. But they're made by Westhill Wagon Works, and I think they look really good. So, them of you that's doing a TMD and you want vents, pop onto Westhill Wagon Works' website and get yourself some good vents. So we say the walkways, I put them on a bit too quick before they were cured. My fault. Gonna put some new ones on and they'll be fine. But it all adds to the realism. They were a bit twisted up there.
We're at Tinsley.
Yeah, it's all them fitters that used to sit on the roof sunbathing. Saying nothing.
That name you just used. That's
Oscars & Co.
It's ringing a bell. We'll come join these photographers down here, take some photos of this new plate.
Yeah, we've had a plate put on a chopper. Westhill Wagon Works. Especially for Chris Bauer.
He's probably still in bed.
He's probably snoring, but he'll catch up later. We had a late night at Westhill Wagon Works last night. And an early start at 4 o'clock here this morning. So it's all go. '56 has got pegged. And he'll be moving off now on his way to Immingham.
The 20 needs some bow to see us. Make it a proper chopper.
Yeah, I'll not mention that. Got yourself in a lot of trouble with it. Apparently.
I think as it's early and not everybody's awake yet, we'll have to think of something to wake everybody up. What's on the load bank?
I'm just going to have a look at that now.
Let's come back up, walk up the bank. For people that don't know what a load bank is, it's about to be explained to you what it does and why it does it. Yep. Put your handbrake on. Come back. There we are.
I'll bring it up onto the load bank.
Right. While the lads are hooking up the wires, start her up. Aye, them new Elgin 86s look quite impressive, what we've seen of them. Should be quite good those when they arrive, hopefully.
I've done what?
Elgin 86s.
Oh right, the 86s.
Yeah. Right, while that's just cranking over, load bank is designed basically for a stress test. So we disconnect the traction motors and run the engine up to 110%, which sounds a lot because it is, but it makes sure everything's working right and they're all good for going out and pulling heavy loads of whatever they've got to pull. Makes the ground shake a bit.
Keeps the residents open. What are you doing?
No,
Stop checking it.
not me, it's that bloody tractor.
Keeps the residents awake at Brinsworth. 8:15 on a Sunday morning. Love it.
Yeah. Better than an alarm clock. Morning everybody that's just joined us. Hope you're all enjoying this 24-hour session so far. Obviously it's not all happening here at Tinsley. We're all over the place today. There's quite a few places that's going to be open and the doors up to everybody. Be interesting to see what's happening down at Valley Brook. See if he's got some track down. Brian will be frantically laying stuff at Finnerton, so he's got some track down. How many locomotives are on the layout? On the layout currently, Clive, you're looking at about 30 odd. In the entire roster, you're looking at a lot more. Just on the shed.
30.
Hello, Australia.
Who's that?
I didn't catch the name. It disappears off the screen too quickly.
It was.
Thank you, East Midlands Train Spotter. I bet he's taking numbers down, you know. Bit of a curio for you. In fact, we're going to ask Dave now why this was. Down at Toton, the load bank there is a mile away from everybody and everything, and behind a fence and a barrier and kept it a safe distance. Load bank at Tinsley, right next to the door.
Near the coffee.
Next to the coffee pot. Oh, there you go, and that explains it. Saves walking down. There we go. Right. That seems all right. I think that'll work, won't it?
Yeah.
Happy days.
I can go for a ride around now.
So we'll see him off shed in a bit. We'll wait for the fitters to come back down and reconnect the traction motors, and then she can go back out. Happy days. While they're doing that, mornings have started and already they're getting locos cleaned up, ready for tomorrow. Chris Hunt says, try selecting Loco 0 function 3.
No, because it'll start everything up.
A little tip for everybody there, in case you're wondering.
There's a lot of sound locos on this layout and it'll be eruptions.
Make a good noise though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So while he's washing that one there, what's down here for those spotters taking notes? The most common duff in the world, 555. Commonwealth Spirit, that got everywhere. Having a wash today.
Filled up in a minute.
Jupiter.
Must be enough for a minute.
Couple of slebos on shed as well at the moment. Those who visited the open days remember D100 being up at Tinsley. Actually rebuilt there. Over on this far side, 375. Depot namesake, and one of the last ones off the shed back in the day. It's not creaky, it's a pigeon with a wooden leg. It's just flown past me. Speaking of pigeons, I'm back on the water tower again. If anybody's got a kestrel, let us know please. We get these things moved on. Don't have to make a mess at locos.
We've got one on the lights, but he's dormant at the minute.
Chris says no, it's the horns. Creaking.
What?
This is the downside with a Sunday when you go spotting. You have quiet moments where not a lot will be moving. But we've checked the real-time trains. And they reckon there's some bits meant to be travelling through the yard anytime soon, so we'll keep an eye out for them. Pencils at the ready. Well, we're still looking up for that to turn up. Before somebody asks, 145 is on shed. In a slightly earlier variant here with the red plates fitted. There we go, in case anybody missed that, explanation then of operations and bits to do with the load bank. Can hear a spoon. Nobody else got one of these? Cup of tea. Oh, lovely. So now we're down the yard here. Let's have a little look over there at Wood Lane Bridge. See what's coming. Roger's got porridge. Roger's got porridge. Which road? There we go. I'll just put you down here a minute. Have a little look over at the yard. And wait for the next thing to turn up. I'm doing this so I can do something behind the camera. Making sure the rope's set. Your next one through. Yep, you're okay there. That's back down the middle. Just spotted some other celebrities over here. We're going to have a look at them now while we're waiting for this next movement to arrive. Anyone sees anything that'd be interesting to have a bit of a look at, give us a shout in them comments. I mean, we won't let you have a look at them, like, but it's nice to know what you'd like to have a look at. Those who are around Nottingham at the right time, remember these. Old green machines, 20s. Two of them sat at the peg right now waiting for access to the yard. Assuming they're going to pick up some MGRs later. Or just any time it's beer o'clock, the sun is always over the yard arm somewhere. Does that mean you started early there, Roger? Everybody, Crossways Point Junction, 5 o'clock tonight. You have to put a link in the comments, my mate, so we can come and find you. have a look up at the shed here. Someone's cockerel's a bit late this morning, must have overslept. Ah, thank you, Roger. Didn't see that comment. For you wagon spotters, we'll have a quick look down the yard. Take your numbers down now. There you go. Did you get all them? Good. Have a look at some good stuff while we're sat down here. Look, that's number 50. He must have worked up yesterday. Obviously come on for some fuel for returning home. Well, what was the question from Clive, please, Roger? If you could ask it again, please, Clive, that'd be great, mate. Try and get you an answer. Ah, so I've just found the question. Do we have 47593 Galloway Princess on the layout? She's knocking around somewhere.
It's downstairs.
Downstairs.
Yeah.
Currently sat in the office, Clive. So I'm assuming she's down there for either bit of...
Next best thing.
Hmm?
We've got next best thing, we've got rail riders.
Ah, they've got rail riders.
488 if you want to see that.
488's on the way if you're interested. You'll be seeing a lot more of that later on today at 1 o'clock as well. Because yes, for you lot that can't get enough, we're back at 1 o'clock. Morning, Craig. He's finally got out of bed. I think Craig's on a bit later on today with his daughter. Not sure what they'll be up to, but no doubt Mr. Grimm will be making an appearance. Let's go for a walk up the bank again. Something you don't often see modelled, so go and talk about for a minute. Loco's being worked on. Ah, Clive's got 406. Clive's got 47406.
All right.
That one, I can't tell the number on that one because it's been removed at the moment.
We'll just bring this out.
Ah.
Show him that.
Yeah. 56113. It's been shunted out. Looks like it's been in for a major exam. Probably a G. Everything's been done to it, look. You'll notice there's not many blokes working around in there at the moment. Assuming that's because they've all gone to the canteen again.
I'll pull that back so you can show me in the shed.
Right, we'll go for a walk across the shed. This bloke over here will let us go. He won't mind us bashing it this morning. He won't chuck us off, we promise.
Celebrity there.
Yeah. Now, for those of you that just said we've seen 145 down the other end, you have done. Well, that's because this end of the shed is 1996 and that end of the shed is 1990, so we get away with it like that.
Yeah. We've got a few 145s.
Just about every version there was. See the floating rail bridges in here. They were all scratch built. the video on how they were done. There's going to be some at the other end of the shed, and they're actually going to be a kit. We'll find out about those another day. Or maybe later. Don't know, Dave might tell you.
Might do.
Right, I'm going to pass you back over to him.
What am I doing now?
I'm going to go and change the points on the junction.
Oh, okay.
So what's that one?
That?
Yeah.
56.
Which number?
133.
Thank you.
But it's 6133 on that. 6133. The what are you doing? Right. Yep, Brian's got up. Morning, Brian. Morning, Stuart. I just stopped it. We've got Thornaby locos here, Craig knocking about. Most of them are in bits. We've stripped them. Typical. I got to tell you we stripped the Thornaby locos, you say that's typical. We got some 37s from Thornaby. I'll find you one out in a minute, Craig.
What, Thornaby 37?
Yeah.
Which one do you want?
We've got the blue one lying about somewhere.
Steelmaster?
Yeah.
501?
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, we'll put it on for him. And we're alright down there.
Yes, it's 710, having a few problems. That one's a back-to-back adjustment.
Yeah.
Seems to be struggling a little bit. Not sure why.
Have you got that Thornaby
It's on its way running light.
machine going? Where is it?
Running around.
Going that way. So this layout's that big, you've got to try and find out where you are.
It takes a few minutes to get things out.
Try and find out where it is. We might be. We'll see how things pan out on that. Yeah, a light engine from Thornaby for Craig. Nice and clean Thornaby loco. Look at that. I see they've polished it up to come down here, you see.
With a dirty rag.
Yeah. It's a worker.
I've read that before. Thornaby and worker in the same sentence.
Just for you, that, Craig.
Nice, isn't it?
It is nice. I've got 502, but it's down in the office at the minute, having some grime. But you don't see. There she is. No problem, mate. Anytime. I'll let you have a look at it. There you go. It's got a bit of grime on it here and there. Usual. Nice loco though. We have got Wilton Endeavour somewhere. Looking pristine, should I say. There must be another Thornaby loco knocking about for you.
I've got a couple hundred on the shelf over here, so give me some numbers about that to find one.
I didn't. Somebody just asked for one, but I didn't see it. It goes it's that quick, isn't it? Comes up that quick.
Put your finger on and scroll the screen back. You can. I found out you can read the comments back.
All right.
Figured out by mistake.
Oh, crossword. Do you have 796? How many class 47s do you have?
All of them twice.
Clive, you might not believe this. I've got every class 47 that there was. I've got them in green, rail freight, and BR blue. We got
20 with the failure.
we've got over 2,000 class 47s, and most of them are backmen. I found out they're the best 47s at the minute. We'll see what Elgin's come out like when the new ones come out. But the old ones are a bit on the fat side, and they do tend to stand out. I've got a few coaless ones, Craig, but a couple on them have disappeared and had a repaint because they were a bit new for Tinsley. But I had them because I'm a bit of a Duff fan, as people know. Duff man.
It's funny that, because you're called Dave and you've got all these 47s, but you're not called Dave Class 47.
Well, there's a chap in Scotland called Dave's Class 47.
I've never heard about him. Is he any good?
Yeah, he's all right.
Oh, that's all right.
He's not got many 47s though. Needs to get a few more. I think I'm going to nick his name.
Might be nice.
Oh dear. It's all banter, isn't it? It's all good fun. I see a Colas 47. There's definitely one on it.
There's on the shelf there. I've got
There is one up here.
1, 2. There's one in there. We'll go and grab it now.
The Robin of Templecombe should be around.
It's under here somewhere. I saw it. Here, it's there.
It's a bright orange thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stick it here. I've got the brush.
Oxyacetylene might be better.
Stick it on there. You're going to run into a...
Oh.
It's alright, I'll sort it out. There you go, Craig. No one just for you. Our Robin of the Temple of Coombe. Morning, Neil. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. And happy Easter to you, East Midlands train spotter. Who's that? Do we know him? Who is it?
I'm not sure. I'm terrible with YouTube names.
I don't know. See you, Craig.
Is that already?
Yeah, he is. Marilyn won't let him.
Oh, of course, yeah.
He's got to do
For
pots.
those who don't know, Craig does live under something called a thumb.
No, we don't do 70s, thanks.
What?
Any class 70s.
Oh, that's
Bit too modern for us.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, lads.
got 58s.
Yeah.
There's one test on the bank down there.
Good.
You like them?
Do you want this for a minute?
I'll come over a second. I'm going to just top this off.
We need to get a stand for this phone.
The bit folk can't see is yet. The fiddle yard's quite big as well, and you have to shunt the fiddle yard to get.
Yeah, our fiddle yard. Hey, look, Marilyn's here.
Darling, can Craig come out to play, please?
She says, are you talking about me?
Yeah.
They were just telling him that who wears the trousers, Marilyn, in your house, love. We weren't saying out bad about you. We know that you take over and sort him out.
Craig wants to get back and he's scared of him.
Yes, Clive, I'm a Backman fan on the Class 47s. They seem to run all right and pretty good. Same as I say, I'm waiting on the Elgin ones. See what happens.
Just a thought, as you mentioned, Scotty Botland.
Scotty Botland?
Scotty Botland.
What are you putting on there?
Something porridge related.
Right.
It'll run.
Where is it?
Porridge, it's garbage.
Which one have you put on?
Last time I bought Moya.
Oh, yeah.
Which, if it'll run, well, it will run.
What number have you put in?
7.6. It's not power, it's just it's struggling, that's all to work, real thing. This is another problem, folks. You got like many locos, they sit for a little while and then they all want a quick service before you can play.
I didn't know that were up here actually.
Yeah, I sat on this service shed for ages.
Put it light engine.
It's coming. There we go. There we go.
Oh, we better light engine in a minute, mate.
Right. Might be double heading. Give it a push.
It's probably what's going backwards and forwards a bit. Marilyn with a colas layout, that'll be something to see.
It's failed. Evil Empire's failed. I'll go and get that.
Where is it?
There.
Be careful, you know what happened last time.
No, I'm going to go under here. Or you told other people about the things inside your shed.
Oh, you've put the wrong blast of bollock mile on.
Or is it the other one?
It's a 47 downstairs I thought you were on about.
No, it's the tractor thing.
Oh, that wants a proper wheel clean, that does.
Does it? Well, we'll send it to Booths then for a polish with grinder.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I can see it.
Yeah, you can see other one.
I can see it. Oh, hang on. Put the power on. It might go.
Morning, Tony. Hope you're well. What's it on or off? I'll just give you a drone eye view. So that's the reception yards. As you can see, the electrics are on this side as there was. We will be having 76s running there. This is a shed, Tony, if you've not seen it before. It's all as it was. Floating rails and all the lot. Good length of shed, as you can see. I'll give you a little tour because you've not seen it before probably. This is a backyard. So we're quite busy. This was from the, we did the 1990 open day. So. Office blocks, Wood Lane Bridge. Secondary shed. And then into the yard.
Well, together. Something else.
Now it wants a wheel clean, I think that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've even got a burnt out guards van as standard on most sheds. That's something going. That's going down the undershoot, is it?
Yeah.
Big bang, something's in there. That's where they used to go underneath the hump and come out the other side.
Stop there.
And he'll stop there
Go
and
for a walk round, go see his mate in the box.
get clearance. It's absolutely massive, Tony.
Anyone want to volunteer and come and clean the track?
Yeah, we like track cleaners. If anybody's interested.
Wheel tappers and shunters and all that.
There's James sat down there, lot on the other end. Yes, the track cleaning. We've got a C-Max wagon. We run round on the loops. That seems to do a brilliant job. But you need 2 locos to pull it. So it's either 2 Duffs or Elgin Duffs will pull them. They seem to have a bit of talk about them. But I usually stick it between 2 choppers. 2 backman choppers do it. Stick it between them. That does a good job of cleaning the loops. And then the yard and everything like that is done by the old labour of track rubbers. Is that 436 you've got on?
436 and someone left it on last time.
Yeah, it would be.
What number is it?
436.
Like that.
Might be 7436 then. Oh, it were double-headed. Yeah, we double-headed it. We've the other 47 that went through and changed the number. I can't remember now. I think it might be number 3. We might have done it to 3. No?
Nope.
Gauge Master. We use Gauge Master. It's all Gauge Master. Got 4 controllers and Wi-Fi. Pass it up here, I'll redo it.
I'll hold that and you can show everybody how we do a quick re-job on these when it has to happen.
What a quick program.
Yeah, I'll move my finger out of the way. This could be useful to a lot of people when you have your DCC. There's a programming track just there, look.
I think it was 19, looking at the connector on it, look.
Yeah, it might have been then.
So what we do,
So, here's the controller.
press program for program track, press enter, put your loco number in, 436, press enter,
There we go.
and it's away it goes.
Yes, Tony, there's a couple of accesses around the back and it can take a little while to get everything cleaned up.
Yeah, right.
There are HSTs, Clive, but they're not on at the moment. They're actually downstairs. You normally see them on diversions coming through the yard. Watch out for those in sort of future videos on this channel.
Right, that's done, mate.
There we go. Easy.
Yep.
Right, I'll pass you back to the gaffer.
Hold on, you heard that minute while.
How long did it take to build the layout? When did you start this one? About 5 years ago?
5 years ago we've been building it and it's still not done. Still got loads of work left on it yet.
Just do a little bit, it's only on and off. There we go. Typical Duff.
Just try again. Just
Talk amongst yourselves, everybody. Let's have a little look over here.
because you've got it running somewhere.
No, I say it. While he's doing that, we'll have a look at one of the other 13s. Let's come up onto shed. Very rare to see those up here. Normally be down there in the reception yard, shunting through Underwood Lane and down into the main yard at the bottom. Can we say bottom on YouTube?
I think so.
Well, it's not for kids, is it? Bottom. Right. There we go. Right, we'll find out now if this is actually reprogrammed properly, because it didn't seem to take it first time. This does happen. Yep, got all 3 of the 13s, Clive. In their
There's one on the
their variations. That one's made out of a couple of Hornbys. I'll go down to the ump and let you have a look at that one. This one, would you believe, actually, it's done out of a couple of Lima locos.
We've got one downstairs, which is on. One's Orby, one's Backman.
So the Backman one will be downstairs then. It's all real, Tony. This was Tinsley Yard, built 1964-65, and can't have. It's on 0.
436.
Second, folks. 436. Enter. No, it's on 0.
436 is on 0.
Yeah. Yeah, to finish answering that last question, and was open until 1998. What locos don't you have? No Class 70s, mate. Not a big fan of sheds either. It's clear. Typical Duff. Crane. We'll go and get that recovered. And Dave can tell you a bit about the 13s.
It's time for us to go, I think.
Well, you've got 3 more minutes yet before I have to hand over.
Oh. I didn't know what time it was.
Clock in the corner says.
13s.
13s.
Yeah, specially weighted, specially built for Tinsley. Used to work at a walking pace. Push the wagons over the hump. What do you want?
Cushion.
Oh. Yeah. Unfortunately, most of them survived up to about 1980, 81, 82. The miners' strike and block trains got rid of them because you didn't need a hump anymore, which were a shame. That basically finished Tinsley Yard off because everything were going for long block trains, so you didn't need to bring locos in or trains in that needed marshalling. So that were its demise really, and from 1982, half the yard got took to pieces, got separated at one end, and gradually the secondary yard got shut down, and eventually it was just left with a maintenance depot, which was basically in the middle of nowhere because the treat and curve had been cut, and that was the end of that. So I'd just like to thank everybody that's watched this. So I say, if you want to see more, our videos and YouTube channel is Tinsley TMD and Yard Model. We've got the same name on the Facebook page. If you like what you see, subscribe, and thank you very much. We've got Jenny Kirk coming up next, up in Bolton, and enjoy. And we'll be back at 1 o'clock with a Rail Riders special, so hopefully you'll join us then. Thank you very much. Goodbye all. See you all at 1, hopefully. Cheers. You'll see some different different locos and whatnot for Rail Riders. Cheers now. Goodbye. How do you end the stream? Oh, that's it.